Hi, everyone. I'm here with Hrish, the founder and CEO of SuperWorld. Hi, Hrish.
Hey, how's it going, Chris? Pleasure
We're
to
do-
be here.
yes, nice to have you on. You're joining us from Miami, and as you know, you're actually on the advisory board for our Miami chapter. We're bringing our Immerse Global Summit to Miami Beach. A lot is happening in Miami. Is that where you started SuperWorld?
So, actually, coincidentally, it is because I lived in Miami 5 years ago when we started Superworld. My co-founder lives in LA, and we both had met in Los Angeles. So, Los Angeles is kind of one of the spots where we, kind of both came together. But I was living in Miami at the time. I love Miami. I live very globally nomadically, so bounce around to different places every year, and I'm back in Miami now, which is great.
Um, that's awesome. We love Miami. I wish I could live there. But I'm not too far away. I'm 1 hour south of you in Yucatan, in Merida. And I was
Yeah.
actually looking into SuperWorld, looking what virtual land I can buy here. Some of the Mayan ruins are still available, or most of them. So can you take us through kind of how SuperWorld works? How can we create NFTs? Like the Mayan ruins, I assume the Uxmal ruins could be an NFT and I can buy it. But I didn't find it as an object. So can you explain, the whole notion of SuperWorld NFTs and yeah, what's happening?
Yes, sure. So Superworld is a virtual world on top of the real world in augmented reality. So, again, our goal is to enable anyone to create, discover, and monetize anything anywhere. So, you have a world, I have a world, brands have worlds. There's an infinite number of filters on the world, right? So, the first kind of thing to think about, I use a three-pronged analogy. So, the first analogy is the ability for you to create anything and be able to put any type of content, 3D, 2D, audio, anything, anywhere in the world, discoverable by me from anywhere. Right. So if you create something and you put it in there by the Mayan ruins, I could see that from Miami. I can click on the map or pull it up in my mobile app, and I can pull it up in augmented reality wherever I am. The second analogy is more of a data analogy. We want users to earn crypto when they use Superworld. So we call it live to earn. And our mission, also related to the data side of what we're doing, is how do we take all this user activity from AR, VR, blockchain, AI, everything, all these technologies, and actually our mission is to build a better world. And then the third analogy of Superworld is monopoly. We've taken the surface of the
Mm.
earth, we've divided it into 64 billion plots of virtual land. And when you own a plot of land in Superworld, you're able to build things, as I mentioned, but you're also able to, again, you're a stakeholder. So you benefit from all of the user activity there and the monetization that occurs there. So advertising, e-commerce, digital commerce, data, analytics, and gaming, monetization. So you become a key stakeholder on the platform when you buy a plot of land in Superworld.
So as I mentioned to you earlier, I did some real estate in the US. I'm doing some real estate in Mexico. And I'm excited to talk to you because I want to break the barrier of being a new investor in like your virtual world and buying the NFT. So my understanding is that it's based on blockchain, right? So if you buy an object or a virtual land, it's tied to blockchain. So it's unique. Nobody else can buy it in your platform or other platforms for that object. Did I get that right?
So yeah, so when you buy a plot of virtual land in Superworld, you're buying a Superworld, virtual real estate NFT. And the beauty of NFTs is they are, interoperable assets. So they, are immutable. They don't disappear or something. They're always, around. They're unchangeable. They're authentic. They can be tradable. And the point is that they can be sold on external marketplaces as well. So OpenSea and other places you can buy SuperWorld real estate. But again, as you said correctly, you're buying a digital asset in SuperWorld that gives you, again, the rights to the monetization, a share of that monetization that happens on your virtual land in SuperWorld.
Interesting. We're excited to also have you speak tomorrow, March 9th, at our Metaverse 2.0 event, the second part of our successful event last year. You're going to be talking about Web3, AR, AI. What's coming? Is anything new, or can you give us a preview of your presentation?
Yeah, so I'm going to talk a lot about the kind of the underpinnings of the metaverse and why this is such an important time period now for the growth of the metaverse, virtual real estate, Web3, and basically how we're leveraging all of these technologies at SuperWorld to empower people in their real lives, and also to build a better world, to, again, create a platform that is focused on, creating positive impact in the real world. That's the difference about SuperWorld, is we're focused on the real world and people's real lives. And that's a lot of what I'm going to be talking about tomorrow.
Exciting. And last but not least, I forgot to tell you, my first job was at Esri doing geospatial mapping. So I'm excited to see your metaverse being like a geospatial metaverse, which is exciting. And as you mentioned, it's like real world monopoly. Well, Hrish, thank you so much. And we'll see you at the event tomorrow.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me. I'm looking forward to the event tomorrow and sharing our message at SuperWorld. Appreciate the opportunity.